why the federal character principle is central to Nigeria's unity by ensuring balance, fairness, and equity in recruitment into the federal public service and the distribution of national resources. And that is the golden rule for those vested with the responsibility of enforcing that principle at the Federal Character Commission. The mandate is to build the ideal Nigeria, a nation that is fair to all Nigerians.
Latest entrant, latest technology. Welcome to Intel 4G LTE Advanced and experience super fast internet access today. Visit intel.com.ng or any of our stores in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt to get started. Intel. Live more.
I firmly
Again,
believe that with our collective resolve, we can navigate these obstacles and chart a path towards lasting peace and prosperity.
again, ECOWAS knocks on the door, asks Nigerian junta to allow peace and democracy to re-enter.
Security measures have been put in place to ensure we get the perpetrators arrested.
Peace seems elusive in some parts of the plateau as attack in Haipeng leaves many casualties.
We hereby adjourn to write to the Speaker of the House of Representatives to issue a warrant of arrest.
House of Representatives Committee prepares to sink teeth into some characters in the Character Commission. Hello and welcome to NTA Network News. We are live in Abuja. I am Jummai Yusuf. Michael Olale will be joining me from Lagos. And you can follow these news broadcasts live on our website at nta.ng/live or any of our social media handle displayed on your screen. Now, the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government directed the immediate mobilization and deployment of a standby force to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger. Now, this is part of the resolutions of the second extraordinary summit of the ECOWAS leaders under the chairmanship of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Abuja. State House correspondent Musbau Danwahab reports.
There is an unfinished business on the political situation in Nigeria. Leaders of the bloc are back in Abuja to pick up from where they left off. More so, that the security of the sub-region is also deeply involved. The resolutions from the first meeting here 10 days ago, including the one-week ultimatum, went unmet by the military junta. The emissaries for peace are back, but there appears to be more miseries. Against their demands, the ousted elected president, Mohamed Bazoum, is still in captivity and the military remain in power. There was the need for stock-taking.
It is essential to evaluate the effectiveness of our interventions and identify any gaps or challenges that may have hindered progress.
After hours of deliberations, ECOWAS appears not tired of exploring more diplomatic means, but this time with more vigor.
That no option is taken off the table, including the use of force as a last resort.
Direct the Committee of the Chief of Defense Staff to activate the ECOWAS standby force with all its elements immediately. Order the deployment of the ECOWAS standby force to restore constitutional order in the Republic of Niger.
Keeping President Bazoum as a hostage
I personally consider this as a terrorist act, and we cannot let this continue. We have to act.
While seeking the support of all partner countries and institutions, including the United Nations and African Union, it also clarifies that the resolutions are supported by all member states and not a case of one country against another. From the State House, Musbah Wahab, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Nigerian military leader Abdurrahmani Chen has appointed 21 ministers under the leadership of the newly appointed Prime Minister Ali Mohammed Lamin Zain. Adebola Broxley Sunday reports.
The military junta in Niger Republic appears to be consolidating its power 2 weeks after the coup d'etat. This is evident after the rejection of all attempts to reinstall democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum. The 21-member cabinet will be headed by 50-year-old Prime Minister Ali Mohammed Lamin Zain, who previously served as finance minister under the administration of former President Mamadou Tanja. 3 of the generals who helped in the July 26 removal of President Mohamed Bazoum were named Ministers of Defense, Interior, and Sports in the new government. ECOWAS had given the junta a 7-day ultimatum to reinstate hosted Bazoum or risk interventions of whatever form. The military ruler declined meeting with a delegation raised by ECOWAS to broker peace.
Despite the disapproval of the people of Niger and of ECOWAS of any military intervention in Niger,
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres also demanded the immediate and unconditional release of Niger's President Mohamed Bazoum as the global body suspended its humanitarian operations in that country. Security and policy analysts are advocating diplomatic resolution to the crisis, as sanctions, they said, will only harm the situation, which is still fragile. Adebola Brookslyn, NTA News.
And today's extraordinary summit of ECOWAS heads of state and government, which is the second in the series focusing on the developments in Niger, has seen the regional body expressing its intention of exploring every avenue to get to a satisfactory solution to the impasse. Now let's bring in former Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Joe Keshi, into the conversation. Thank you so much for joining us on NTA Network News.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to see you.
Here too.
Now let's get straight to the point. As ECOWAS is maintaining its position on Niger, the junta in place is consolidating its position with key appointments indicating that it intends to stay for a while. Now, will today's meeting dent that resolve?
Well, I guess time would tell. And there are so many ways you can interpret the communique that was read out today. Apart from the fact that it's appear ambiguous in the sense that even in the speech of President Tinubu, he emphasized prioritizing diplomatic negotiations, but what came out at the end of the meeting, on one hand, they spoke of all options being on the table, and on the other hand, they also want to activate the ECOWAS, standby force, which I'm not too sure is in existence anyway. And at the same time, they've ordered the force to restore democratic governance in Niger. So it's very, really difficult to understand the outcome of this meeting and its intent.
Yes, indeed, it seems as if there's a standoff here between the Niger junta and ECOWAS, and it has directed the mobilization and deployment of its standby force to restore constitutional order in Niger. Are the sanctions not working?
I don't think enough time has been given for the sanctions to work. Very often people argue that sanctions do not work, but the fact remains that sanctions do work. But we have to be patient and allow it to kick in properly. There's been pictures of people complaining, and I think I heard there were letters sent to the president by some people in Niger about the sanction. So with some patience from the leaders on the West Coast, I think they should allow sanctions to work. I think they should explore, as they did say, that they will prioritize diplomatic options. I think they should explore, such options even further to its logical conclusion. But again, let me say that I understand the game that is being played here. By activating the ECOWAS standby force, I think they are giving the authorities, the new authorities in Niger, it's a psychological game. They are telling them that, look, if you do not abide by what we want to do, we are also prepared to use force. So we see how it plays out at the end of the day.
Okay, we've seen the former President Bazoum resign, and he was escorted back home. And part of the press release that we got this morning, the president also said that it is only through this comprehensive assessment that we can collectively chart a new sustainable path towards lasting peace, stability, and prosperity in Niger. What do you make of that?
Well, you see, this is part of the confusion. As you said, we saw the video, but from what the heads of states of ECOWAS are saying, he's still under detention. So we are no longer sure whether the video we saw, it's a new video of the president, being released, or it's an old video of the president and his security guards, going somewhere. But whichever is the case, the point still remains that wisdom dictates that we explore all possibilities. And there are so many reasons for exploring all possibilities, because at the end of the day, Nigeria is going to bear the burden of this operation if we do decide to go to war. And I should say here that, look, when Nigeria went to ECOMOG, Francophone nations virtually abandoned that project. And here we are being pushed. I listened to the president of Ivory Coast. At that time that I went to ECOWAS, Ivory Coast did not offer any support to Nigeria. And now they want us to go to war with a Francophone nation. We are their former masters. The French have 1,500 troops on the ground. The Americans have boots on the ground. And here we are, going to take up that responsibility for all these forces. So we need to tally a while and allow sanctions to work. It's working, and with some more patience from the leaders, I believe that, an engagement of the leaders of Niger today, I believe that we'll find a common ground at the end of the day.
Okay, while President Tinubu is rallying leaders to seize the opportunity, he said, to make a lasting impact on the lives of Africans by fostering a future characterized by peace, progress, and prosperity. The West African region, some people say, is sitting on a keg of gunpowder.
Well, this exactly was what I said when this crisis started. I would have wished if the president had focused on the more fundamental issues of development, rather than zeroing in on coup. It's still a puzzle why the president zeroed in on coup. There are substantive issues of development in the sub-region that should attract the attention of Nigeria and the leaders of ECOWAS. Now, in settling for coup, and this is one of those things that it's ironic because nobody expected that, coup will happen so early in the life of this administration. But here we are, unexpectedly dealing with the issue. So I sincerely hope, again, let me emphasize that point, that there are substantive issues of integration facing the region. There are substantive issues in the Sahel region of the continent that we are not even focusing on. These are issues that should have taken the attention of ECOWAS and try and find out how these issues can be dealt with. But here we are, preparing for war, very unfortunately. So for 10 years, ECOWAS was engaged in Sierra Leone and Liberia, which means for that 10 years, ECOWAS did not do anything in terms of economic integration, which is the first and the major objective of ECOWAS itself. And so when you talk of lack of development in all these countries, it is because of these, intractable problems of insecurity that is all over the place. And I thought that these are the issues that we should have focused on in the first instance Unfortunately, it's too late now, but we must find a way to deal with this issue of Niger. But I sincerely hope that, given all the appeals that have been made to the Nigerian leader, that he would find a way, he will not get tired, he will not relent, and will pursue the diplomatic option as indicated in his speech.
And I'm sure you share the views of so many Nigerians. Ambassador Keshi, former Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, thank you so much for coming on NTA Network News.
Thank you
so much for your
having
insight into the conversation. Thank you. Now, the vision of transforming the Nigeria Air Force into a resilient organ which effectively meets the air power demands of national and regional security is on course, with new strategies being mapped at the maiden Chief of the Army Air Staff meeting with branch chiefs and commanding officers. Defense correspondent Naja'atu Tijani reports from the headquarters of the Nigerian Air Force.
Marking the beginning of a new chapter for the Nigerian Air Force, says this is only the beginning of greater horizons ahead. Naja'atu Tijani, NTA News.
Still talking security matters, Plateau State Police Command has confirmed the killing of 20 persons in Hapang community, Barikin Ladi local government area of the state. Police Public Relations Officer of the command, DSP Alfred Alabo, confirmed the incidents in Jos. Priscilla Guranan reports.
Confirming the incident which occurred Wednesday midnight in Tagwam Lauru and Layewok in Hepang of Barikin Ladi, the PPRO DSP Alfred Alabo says on receipt of the information, the DPO of the local government led a combined team of police and other security agencies to the scenes of the attacks. He says 17 persons were killed in Tagwam Lauru, while 3 were also killed in Layewok village by the gunmen.
So far, from the body counted, because what we got from our divisional police officer right there, that 17 persons were killed in a particular village, and while they were running away, they also attacked another village and killed 3 persons, making the total number of deaths to be 20. Security measures have been put in place to ensure we get the perpetrators arrested.
While the command is sympathizing with the people of Barikin Ladi over the unfortunate attacks, it calls on citizens to avail the police timely and useful information to forestall future occurrences.
So far, we don't have any arrests, but we have been given some information that may lead to arrest.
In Jos, Priscilla Grumnan, NTA News.
Now, the House of Representatives has called for synergy among security agencies towards curbing the spate of kidnappings and banditry in the southeast of the country. This was at a public hearing on growing security challenges in parts of the region. National Assembly correspondent Mitere Ikpen tells us more.
Crucial Security Committee hearing.
The mandate of this House of Reps ad hoc committee is to interface with relevant security agencies towards addressing escalating cases of kidnapping, assassination and banditry in Abia State. The committee notes that non-state actors are having a field day crisscrossing the boundaries of Abia, Imo, Enugu and Ebonyi states to perpetrate criminality, while calling for a united front to protect lives and property.
So it requires that we have a collaborative effort between the Nigerian Army, between the paramilitary agencies across those states to ensure that we nip this crisis in the bud.
Incidents of kidnapping in the southeast region witnessed a surge, particularly in the second quarter of this year. Recently, efforts of the Nigerian Army through 82 Division, in conjunction with other security agencies, has diminished the threat of kidnapping considerably.
In another development, the House Ad Hoc Committee on Students' Loans and Higher Education has invited the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, Andrew Adejo, to appear before members to explain steps being put in place by the ministry to implement the Students' Loans Act.
We need more answers because the Nigerians are waiting. Nigerians are desperate to know how these initiatives by the president will be properly executed. If a student loans program is implemented in the country, apart from the benefit to the Nigerian students, it's a huge benefit to families.
The committee has a mandate to convene a summit and get the inputs of all stakeholders on the best way to implement the Students' Loans Act and recommend amendments to the law. From the National Assembly, Mitaire Ikben, NTA News.
You are watching NTA Network News. We'll take a short break. When we return,
the committee adjourned and asked him to appear the next day. He didn't. We called on him to appear yesterday through his agency AMCOM. He's nowhere to be found.
Get him. House of Representatives Committee puts a job racket in investigation bracket. Details in a moment.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 Naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
Bua Cement is up with Win with the King promo. Now you have been offered the opportunity to win lots of fabulous prizes. On the list, MG5 executive cars, millions of Naira, tricycles, LED television sets, generators, Android phones, rechargeable lamps, bags of Bua Cement, Bua branded t-shirts, and an abundance of 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira recharge cards. Buy just a bag of Bua Cement. Look out for the scratch card inside. Scratch to reveal your prize. Then call the number on the scratch card to redeem your prize at any Bua Redemption Center located in the 36 states capital, or call for more information. Terms and conditions apply. Bua Cement, the king of strength.
Is this what you really want to do?
Yes, Dad. That's what I've been trying to show you.
Fight for your dreams the advanced way with Glow LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
Seest the man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 29. For you, your excellency, I say indeed that the biblical saying has come true. Your Excellency, you have indeed been diligent in your business of managing government resources for the good of the greater number of its people. As a Minister of State for Education, you were diligent and indeed you excelled. As a two-term governor, you were a certified performer, an achiever, and an acclaimed diligent worker. You earned many accolades and awards. You have been sitting with kings and not mean men. As our governor and our political leader, your indelible footprints remain a beacon of hope. You transformed Rivers State beyond even the imaginations of your most ardent critics. By a dint of hard work, you earned the respect and admiration of all. You have become such a gem that even a government in opposition has found you worthy to enlist in a government of national competence. I, Ambassador Desmond Akawo, on behalf of the entire PDP family in Rivers State, say thank you, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for the confidence he has reposed in our leader, Nyesom Wike. Mr. President, we assure you that in Wike, you are found not just a political ally and reliable confidant, but a gemstone that will bring sunshine to your government. In whichever way you deem fit, Mr. President, Mr. Project is ready for the national assignment. Thank you, Mr. President, as we await the return of our leader to national service.
Nigeria, are you ready? It is the biggest gathering of sustainable development actors in Nigeria as Abuja hosts the grand finale of the maiden edition of the SDG Short Film Challenge. The contest, specially curated to mobilize actions for the Sustainable Development Goals, will be a night for SDG showcase, awards, cinema, comedy, spoken word, music, and advocacy for the global goals. Be part of this great event and join stakeholders in the sustainability cycle to take action for the goals. Venue, Abuja Continental Hotel, former Sheraton Hotel. Date, 12th August 2023, International Youth Day. Time, 5 p.m. SDG Short Film Challenge, advocacy for transforming our world. For sponsorship and participation, call 0803-586-4016 or 0703-207-7432. This event is powered and supported by
the new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
You're welcome back, and let's bring you up to speed with other news making the rounds. The federal government is prioritizing climate change interventions to address the menace of desertification, coastal erosion and flooding by collaborating more with individuals and institutions that share the government's vision for a sustainable future. Vice President Kashim Shettima stated this while receiving the National Defense College course 31 participants. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports.
The Vice President, who acknowledged the devotion of the members of the Armed Forces of Nigeria and related institutions to the advancement of the nation's interest, noted that government shares concern for the security implications of underestimating the devastation by climate change. The Great Green Wall project, which has been prioritized by the government, stands as a testament to the unyielding resolve to shield the habitat and strengthen the nation's security as a comprehensive approach in tackling these challenges. The significance of the National Defense College Course 31 hold the promise of a more resilient and secure Nigeria, as the research findings resonate deeply with the government's ongoing commitment to address the environmental challenges. Commandant of the college, Rear Admiral Olumuyiwa Olotu, said the research report is among other objectives aimed at preparing solutions to climate change challenges with implications to national security. The report highlighted policy and institutional frameworks as well as possible funding sources for addressing climate change challenges in Nigeria. He recommended the adoption of strategies that will actualize the realization of Nigeria's target and objectives on the short, medium, and long terms, proposing improved external collaborations and enhanced community participation in climate adaptation programs. From the State House, Abdurrahman Jibrila, NTA News.
To legislative matters now, the House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee investigating employment racketeering in agencies of the federal government has resolved to issue a warrant of arrest on Kolo Haruna, a staff of the Asset Management Company of Nigeria, AMCON. Now, this follows Kolo's failure to honor the invitation of the committee to appear for cross-examination at the public hearing for the third consecutive day. Kolo, a former staff of the Federal Character Commission, had appeared before the committee on Monday, where he admitted to collecting money from job seekers for employment, but alleged he was acting on instructions.
Come up with a lot of allegations. The committee adjourned and asked him to appear the next day. He didn't. We called on him to appear yesterday through his agency, AMCON. He's nowhere to be found. We hereby adjourn to write to the Speaker of the House of Representatives to issue a warrant of arrest in respect to Haruna Kolo and compel his appearance before this committee.
The committee's chairman, who also frowned at government agencies that have been avoiding avoiding the ongoing investigation, says there would be sanctions henceforth for any agency that fails to honor the invitation of the committee. The head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Folashide Yemi Esan, has urged health maintenance organizations, HMOs, in the country to fashion out better ways of providing quality and affordable healthcare service for civil servants to reduce morbidity rates. Head of the Civil Service of the Federation said this in a message to the meeting with representatives of the HMOs. Haman Jummai reports.
The meeting was between enrollees represented by the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, HMOs, and the Health Insurance Regulatory Body, NHIA. The convergence is aimed at sharing thoughts, challenges, and charting the way forward for better, affordable, and quality healthcare service delivery for civil servants. Permanent Secretary, Service Welfare Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mahmoud Adam Kambari, who represented the head of the service, says the health of civil servants can no longer be taken for granted as they die on a daily basis from preventable elements. She called on HMOs to partner with the civil service in organizing regular medical checkups as well as the provision of quality medication and comprehensive medical care for civil servants.
It is also targeted towards enlightenment on the roles and responsibility of HMOs in promoting establishment of integrated payback mechanism to track access of civil servant to quality health services.
Director, Occupational Health, Safety and Environment, Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Comfort Adeosu, said there is a need to work in synergy with the HMOs for quality health care delivery, while participants commended the office for being proactive in ensuring qualitative healthcare services, thereby guaranteeing a healthy and productive workforce. Issues such as lack of data for HMOs to work with, inadequate funds, poor client relationship, non-uniformity of softwares, and no regulation of healthcare facilities, among other issues, were addressed at the meeting. Haman Jummai, NTA News.
To improve service and further cement its stamp of authenticity, strengthened by years of customer satisfaction, Bua Cement Company is pushing the frontier in customer relationship management. The second largest cement company in Africa's largest black nation, which prides itself as not only the king of cement, but the king of strength. Bua Cement has launched a Win with the King promo geared towards attracting and rewarding its customers. Abdullahi Musa Suleja reports.
It is an initiative by the company to add value to what it has been known for over the years and also sustain sales during low demand period. Bua Cement Company has two gigantic manufacturing plants in Sokoto and Benin, both waxing stronger with distribution outlets spread across Nigeria. The 82-day promo starts from the 10th of August and ends October 30th this year.
Just buy a bag of Bua Cement, there could be a scratch card. You will see a code. Text that code to a number that will be indicated at the back of the scratch card. If it is airtime, you will be automatically rewarded with the amount that is on the card. If it is something that you have to go to the redemption center to redeem, you will also be informed. Just call and they will direct you on what to do.
20 lucky customers will be participating in a raffle draw to win 4 cars with consolation prizes of 1 million naira each for the remaining 16 participants. Other prize items listed on the promo include tricycles, TV sets, generators, Android phones, rechargeable lamps, Bua Cement bags, Bua Cement follow shirts, and airtime rechargeable cards for different networks.
And so for us dealers, we are very happy with that because we know it will transcend to improve sales. And of course, the customers, especially the end users, will be very happy with this very product. So it's a very good initiative.
Win with the King promo stand out to be among other initiatives that could be the most attractive to Bua Cement end users.
Staff, their family members and vendors are not eligible to participate in the promo. This is the maiden edition of the Win with King promo, and the plan is to build it into a brand like none other in Nigeria and the African region. Abdullahi Musa Suleja, NTA News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has extolled the leadership and devotion to God exemplified by Sheikh Hafiz Abua, the executive chairman of Lagos Central Mosque, on the celebration of his 101 birthday. A statement by Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngalale, praised the cleric for his many years of educating the Muslim Ummah on the tenets of Islam, advancing the progress development of Lagos State and Nigeria, which promotes peace, harmony, and national unity, describing the highly respected cleric as a fountain of wisdom whose sense of commitment and duty has not diminished despite his advanced age. President Tinubu prayed to God to strengthen Sheikh Abo and grant him good health. Lagos is next on our lineup with stories on blockchain technology and efforts to block the distribution of drugs. Michael, let's have the details. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Jummai. Nigeria is on the pathway to economic buoyancy alongside numerous job opportunities with the adoption and implementation of the blockchain technology. Experts were in Lagos to dialogue on the right framework and template for the emerging technology to thrive in the country for the benefit of all. Olumide Guntola reports.
As the leading digital economy in Africa, Nigeria is the first on the continent to adopt the blockchain technology after the federal government's approval of the policy on the 3rd of May 2023. To actualize government's intentions, which includes greater transparency, increased efficiency, secured transactions, among other benefits, is the brain behind this gathering of experts to draw up procedures across all sectors of the economy. Indeed, the dialogue wasted no time in bearing fruit with an assurance of billions of naira guaranteed to complement the country's gross domestic product if the policy is fully implemented.
According to PwC, by 2030, blockchain will add $1.76 trillion to the global GDP. And Nigeria, if we position ourselves well, we can get about $40 billion by 2030 from blockchain.
Submissions from other experts and stakeholders indicate that with the blockchain technology, Nigeria will retain its leadership role in Africa and build a prosperous ecosystem.
Application of blockchain technology into our everyday activities is achieved so that we can begin to use the practical use cases of blockchain technology beyond the hype and the misinformation and limited information that is out there.
And so having government institutions like NTA in conversation with the private sector to understand what the pain points are and what they actually need in terms of regulation is very important.
The successful conclusion of the conversation is a pointer that Nigeria will soon become the hub of blockchain technology in Africa. In Lagos, Olumide Guntola, NTA News.
A 44-year-old trader, Taye Abbas, has been arrested by the Lagos State Command of the Nigeria Police for using a 10-year-old niece to peddle hard drug known as Colorado in Agege area of Lagos. Amaka O reports.
Just as agencies of government are making frantic efforts to nip crime in the bud, perpetrators are coming up with dynamic tactics to actualize their nefarious acts.
She complained that she was being maltreated at home, and that's why she ran away at the first opportunity of running an errand. And while trying to take care of the child, to have a bath, to make her have a bath and have a change of clothes, it was discovered that drugs were hidden in her panties, and that prompted further questions. She revealed that it has been an ongoing occurrence with the girl.
This 10-year-old minor is the victim, whose aunt used to convey drugs attached to her private part to beat police checkpoints.
So the time that I want to bath, they'll now see drug in my body. So then I asked her how the drug come my body. And I tell her that it's the mommy that I'm living with that put it in my body.
Who is that mommy to you?
She's the sister of my mommy.
The suspect, Taye Abbas, a mother of two, is supposed to be an aunt and a guardian to the minor entrusted to her care.
Why were you invited?
She is my niece that is living with me. I often use her as a mule to carry drugs for me to sell. She got lost when I sent her on an errand and was picked by the police. In the process, they found drugs on her.
The suspects, authorities say, will be prosecuted accordingly as the victim has been reunited with her family. In Lagos, Amaka Owo, NTA News.
Do not forget to follow this news broadcast live on our website at nta.ng/live and on our other social media handles displayed on your screen for updates. Time for some messages. The news will be back shortly. Please stay.
We are passionate about two things in Nigeria. The first is football. The second is our rice. And nobody celebrates like a Nigerian. So, for every goal scored, every mark made, you can be sure to always come back home to rice. Celebrate with Nigerian Premium Big Bowl Rice, homegrown just like you. Big Bowl Rice, tasty rice, nourished you.
Like many things in life, making great music is a process. And a key part of that is the right data and the data that helps you understand what needs to be done and how to do it and what sound will connect with listeners. Bring it up. Let's go everybody see. Whatever aspect of life you're into, enjoy the journey. 9 Mobile's got you covered.
Dial *301# now. 9 Mobile.
I'm bored though.
So you gotta have a smile, no matter what it takes. Gotta take.
Hey, look inside your Pure Bliss pack. Do you see a code? Then SMS Pure Bliss space code space your location to 8011 to see what you've won.
Wow! I'm a lucky winner of 1 million naira.
What? It is the Pure Bliss 60 million years in 60 days promo. Buy any of the Pure Bliss promo cookies or wafer packs and stand a chance to be one of the 60 lucky people to win 1 million naira in 60 days. There is also 30 million naira airtime up for grabs. Light up your day with Pure Bliss Millionaire promo. Buy now to start winning.
Are you a dealer in cars, jewelry, precious metals and stones and luxury goods? Are you into real estate or are you an estate agent, surveyor, valuer, developer or broker? Are you into the hospitality industry, lottery business or are you a mortgage broker, tax consultant or an accountant? Do you have a supermarket, pools betting and consulting or construction company? If you have, go and obtain your certification from the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, SCUMOL, and be free to do your business within the ambits of the law. SCUMOL has the responsibility to monitor, supervise, and regulate the activities of designated non-financial business and professions, DNFBPs, across the country. Please note that the SCUMOL certificate is not a guarantee of legitimacy of any business. To register, visit www.scumol.org. For collection of certificate, visit any EFCC office nearest to you. Remember, registration is free.
SCUMOL, securing Nigeria's business environment. This message is from Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
That's right, you too could be one of the 20 Zenith Bank customers that will win 150,000 naira every 2 weeks from June 1st, 2023 until May 31st, 2024 in the Zenith Better Life Promo 3. To qualify, simply open a Zenith Bank account. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com/betterlife. Live the better life with Zenith Bank.
Comedy made for you. Whatever you want to watch, you'll find it on YouTube because YouTube is made for you. Get amazing video data bundle offers on your mobile phone by simply dialing *312# today. Sports made for you. Whatever you want to watch, you'll find it on YouTube because YouTube is made for you. Get amazing video data bundle offers on your mobile phone by simply dialing *312# today. YouTube made for you.
Unleash taste.
The new Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. No need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish and energize your kids. Milo!
You're welcome back. The Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ahmed Abubakar Audi, has given a marching order to zonal commanders and state commandants to stop attacks on oil pipelines and intensify patrol and surveillance of critical national assets and infrastructure in all formations across the country and the FCT. The Commandant General gave the order at the 2023 quarterly conference held in Abuja. Dennis Temple reports.
At a time when the nation's assets and infrastructure, particularly oil installations, are confronted with security threats, the burden lies on security formations across the nation to brace up to the challenge and deal with the issue. This is why these officers drawn from across the Federation gathered at headquarters to take far-reaching decisions on how to tackle the challenge.
We have realized that very recently, because of the serious commitment of security agencies in the area of oil theft, so miscreants have changed direction. They are now into vandalization of other infrastructural assets. Like if you come to FCT, what they are professionally known in doing as criminals is to cut away our manholes.
The Commandant General said the command has taken proactive steps to deal with the emerging security threats through training and manpower development.
And the strategy is nothing but the application of scientific intelligence coming together of all security agencies, including the citizens, and to act very swiftly and profoundly to the intelligence.
This is the second quarterly conference held this year, 2023. In Abuja, Dennis Temple, NTA News.
In view of the prediction of devastating floods in 2023, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has convened a National Emergency Coordination Forum to come up with strategies that would minimize the effects on communities. NEMA Director General Mustafa Habib Ahmed said the collaboration has become necessary to accommodate inputs and suggestions on the way forward. Ilyasu Yakubu reports.
Since the 2023 Climate Prediction and Annual Flood Outlook by NIMET and NISA, which portray likely devastating effects of flooding, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has been engaging relevant stakeholders to brainstorm on ways to minimize the effects of the likely devastation. This National Emergency Coordination Forum is one out of the series of engagements to achieve these. The DG NEMA said the coordination meeting is a vital component of disaster management, which needs to be given adequate attention in line with NEMA's mandate of coordinating emergency preparedness, mitigation, and response activities across the country.
This is to foster partnership, collaboration, and cooperation among relevant stakeholders in emergency management in the country.
In the light of this, therefore, I call on all states and general public to take necessary measures to prevent the ugly flood menace of the past years and heed to the measures and advices given by the relevant agencies involved.
A disaster risk reduction strategy has been adopted by NEMA to manage the 2023 flood devastation, which is putting in place early action and mitigation strategies before disasters occur. In Abuja, Ilyasu Yakubu.
Maximizing the skills available in the ICT sector to provide solutions to daily activities in the workplace form part of the discussions when Digital Peers International, a non-governmental organization, visited the NTA to explore areas of mutual benefits. Patricia Esame Numba reports.
Digital Pairs International says it recognizes the reach and impact of Africa's largest TV network, the NTA, in its sensitization efforts on key initiatives. The organization unveiled its vision of transferring knowledge in a digitally inclined environment for Nigerian children. Ibokun Odusote says an access to speedy transfer of knowledge gives the Nigerian child an opportunity to compete favorably with her peers around the world.
One announcement on NTA, on network news, we get the children to come. We want the youths that are involved in this to be helped to be able to create businesses out of what we are doing.
NTA's Executive Director Engineering, Osayi Ije, assured Digitest on NTA's readiness to support and encourage digital solutions to key sectors, including education.
And NTA is known, to really support, to collaborate and partner with activities that sought to, bring development to our country, Nigeria.
Digital Pairs International says it is committed to developing effective ICT skills and capacities in vulnerable groups of children, youth, and women in Nigeria and West Africa. In Abuja, Patricia Esamiluba, NTA News.
We'll take a break, more when we return.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 Naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
Hey, welcome to the StarTimes 35th anniversary celebration. To say thank you to every StarTimes family for being an integral part of our journey, StarTimes has decided to give you a price slash on decoders. Yes, we are slashing the price of our antenna decoder from 8,900 Naira to 7,500 Naira and the dish decoder from 13,300 Naira to 9,900 Naira. But that's not all. Existing subscribers can recharge for 2 months on their current bouquet and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet. And if you recharge on the classic or super bouquet, you will receive a fantastic reward of extra 15 days of free viewing. You can enjoy our top local and international content. So, what are you waiting for? Quickly, visit any StarTimes outlet around you to recharge or buy your decoder between June 12th to August 31st to enjoy this fabulous offer. Wow! Yay! Let the celebration begin! StarTimes, entertain your family.
Former National Center for Women Development, now Mariam Babangida National Center for Women Development, is organizing summer classes for ICT, which will cover computer coding, website design, computer office packages, and multimedia technology. The center will also run vocational classes in hairdressing, barbing, bagging and shoemaking, electrical, catering, tie and dye, soap making, interior and outdoor decoration, ribbons and turbans, art and craft, painting, and dressmaking. For further information, please contact 080-351-42552 for ICT. And for vocational training, you can contact 080-5630-5869 or 080-2077-8455. Announcer Mariam Babangida, National Center for Women Development.
From humble beginnings to the extraordinary, we've witnessed incredible bonds, the rise of legends in the most challenging of times, and the most unforgettable moments that kept us at the edge of our seat. Everything up till now was just the beginning. Legends go head-to-head as timelines have collapsed for the ultimate showdown. Welcome to Big Brother Naija All-Stars.
Proudly sponsored by MoneyPoint, powering dreams. In association with HFM, online trading at its finest.
The new Happic sachet. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too. Wow, Heli! Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
Oh, that's wonderful! And that is what champions do!
Now good football with a talk.
He has nailed that!
Now only GoTV if it give you all the La Liga.
Game changer!
Serie A.
And it's into the net again.
Premier League and other better football competitions. Get your GoTV decoder, GoTenna, and 1 month GoTV Max subscription for only 9,900 Naira. Terms and conditions apply. GoTV. Love it.
You're welcome back. Super Falcons of Nigeria returned to the country amidst jubilation as the inspector team of CAF visit Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. Ayodeji Makinde gives us the details.
After exiting the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, Nigeria Super Falcons are back in the country with a delegation made up of some players and officials. Meanwhile, England women forward Lauren James has been banned for 2 games after her red card for stamping on Nigeria's Michelle Alozie during the World Cup round of 16 encounter. In another development, the inspection team of the Confederation of African Football (CAF) have assessed facilities at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, with Nigeria and Benin Republic having submitted a joint bid to host the Africa Cup of Nations. CAF team, accompanied by Nigeria Football Federation officials, inspected main pitch, practice pitches, control rooms, players, and referees' rooms. In basketball, Nigeria's drawn against...
That's NTA Network News. Thanks so much for your time. I am Jummai Yusuf.
NTA, you can't beat the rich.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
Authenticity of your source and use social media responsibly for a better Nigeria. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, in collaboration with the National Orientation Agency.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Fellow Nigerians, I made a solemn pledge to work for you, how to improve your welfare and living condition. It's of paramount importance to me, and it is the only thing that keeps me up day and night.
witnessed incredible bonds. The rise of legends in the most challenging of times. And the most unforgettable moments that kept us at the edge of our seat. Everything up till now was just the beginning. Legends go head to head as timelines have collapsed for the ultimate showdown. Welcome to Big Brother Niger All-Stars.
Proudly sponsored by MoneyPoint, powering dreams. In association with HFM, online trading at its finest.
We are Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC. We are political parties. We are the pathway to political power. IPAC, in line with its core mandate, is carrying out peer review mechanism for elected political office holders. Performance of the President of Nigeria, state governors, state and National Assembly members will be assessed comparatively. This will trigger healthy competition amongst our elected politicians to deliver dividends of democracy like good roads, good healthcare delivery system, good schools, full employment, security, and so on. This prestigious program will soon be shown live on television stations across Nigeria. IPAC, deepening and consolidating democracy.
The Council of Our Fathers.
I will urge and advise our younger generation to use talent and brain to sort out problems, not arms.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation together.
Our boss was like, a decent fashion designer only gets home at midnight. Midweight.
Man like Osime, Papa just the chop Italian league like Oha.
These are real housewives of Abuja. Those women are fire. What does OJ say again? My relationship with money is Alhamdulillah.
Because they wear uniform, you want to treat people anyhow. Imagine this officer, I will clear out one lie. Don't cost. Bruh, come on there. Things no matter. The biggest dragon for Westeros, now small picking face am, climb am, right am like Formula 1. Yeah, catch me.
He found the gold and asked her for just shaking me piece of the pie, and she killed him for it.
Obini, fair women, no.
No one tells a story like we do. Showmax, Africa's original streaming service.